Hello everyone, I am here with exciting news. I was able to get these guys into the shop. Yes, that's right, I have the Clover hook number 12 and number 8 shuttles in the shop. I ordered a big batch of both of them, so I hope I have enough for everybody. I've already filled some orders, so thank you to those early people for getting your orders in. And today I am going to open these, and because I thought it would be fun, I got some of these in too. These are the mini hooks that come with the cap and the swivel. So we are going to try these guys out today, along with Marshmallow. So I'm going to go ahead and move the camera angle and we will get started. We're going to unbox, check them out, wind them up, and try some tatting today. So let's get started. Okay, friends, here we are. And here we go. So here's all of my fun little goodies that we're going to play with today. Which one should we start with? What do you think? Which one should we start with? Yeah, you're right. We're gonna start with the shuttles. All right, I am going to try the number 8 first. I am opening the box for the first time. I shipped off several of these without having actually opened them up to check them out. Now, as per usual, you get a lovely little guide from Clover. Now this is the number 8. The number 8 is supposed to be sized for 10 to 50-ish thread in terms of how big the hook is. It does come with a little storage tube for that hook, so you can put the storage tube on there and hopefully you don't catch anything. It does, of course, have a basic guide to tatting, which if you're watching this, you probably don't need the basic guide. Let's see, is there anything? Nope, nothing on the back. So I don't see anything that is really different about these in terms of how to use them. Let's compare to some of the other shuttles that I keep here, because of course I have a stash. So this is the number 8 versus a dreamlike. And here is the regular Clover. So you can see it's pretty much the same size, same shape, same idea, except that instead of a pick, we have a hook here. What else have I got in here? Oh, here's an aerlit. So here is the aerlit with a bobbin. So you can see very similar in terms of the size for the number 8 versus the Clover versus the aerlit. Clearly, I really like purple because I pulled out yet another purple one. And let's see, what else have I got in here? Oh, I have one of Powell's shuttles in here as well. This is the super cute spaceship with the tiny hook on it as well. So here you go. I would say it's a pretty similar size to Powell's spaceship too. So there you go. A little looky-loo at the size comparison. And as long as we're doing this, let's go ahead and grab the number 12. Now, I think that these are, yes, just slightly different colors. So you do have that visual cue. The 12 is a little bit lighter in color. You do, of course, get the same instructional packaging. The size 12 is supposed to be for 60 to 100 weight, but I would imagine that there's a little dab of overlap in the weight sizing. So you could probably use 40 on here. You could probably use 60 on here. Just depending on what you were making, it might affect things. So there we go, kind of a visual aerlit. The Powell Pekalo or Picalo, I don't know how you say it exactly, but I always say it Pekalo because I think it sounds fun. The Clover number 8 with the hook, the Clover number 12 with the hook, the regular Clover out of the floral set, so that's a floral set, and then a dreamlike shuttle. So there is our size comparison. I suppose I can take them this way too. So here we go. Now you can see the sizing on these. So I'll get a little close-up look. Yes, and now for the fun part, I think it's time that we wind up these two and try them out. So let me set my other shuttles to the side. So I just grabbed, I happen to have some Lizbeth thread that I was working with this week. This is size 20, color number 109. So I am going to remove the little protective cover and set that to the side for now. And I am going to just wind on a little bit and we will see what it sounds like, what it feels like. Well, I can see what it feels like. That's a very similar clickety-clickety sound. I'm very used to that. So very similar winding, very similar tips to what the floral. So very similar sound, very similar. Like I said, it's pretty much the floral, only they've taken the tip of the pick off, and nope, the shape is pretty much the same underneath otherwise. So we just have a hook on this one. And the hook, for me, it does face to my right. I would suppose you could turn this over, and the top and the bottom have a pretty similar feel, so you could probably turn it if you were more comfortable using your hook to the left. But pretty normal action in terms of tatting. And let's just back this out a little bit. There we go. Let's see. So now we need to do the fun part, which is we need to join something. So let's throw some picots in here and see what that's like. So very nice action. It's just like using the Clovers. If you like the Clover pick shuttles, but you really would like to have a hook, I think you'll like these just fine. They feel just like a Clover. I could grab the scale, but I have a feeling that they weigh about the same as well. Let's just do another ring here quick. Not sure why I'm tatting so much, but let's go for it. Okay. So let's grab another little ring, 2, 3. Let's see. How many did I have? I don't know. 4. It doesn't really matter. We're just doing this for practice. So, have my hook. It's pretty easy. If I really want to grab my thread with the hook, I can. A lot of times I use more of the shaft of the hook as opposed to the hook itself. And yeah, not bad. Let's see if it's easy to join. Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. Lightweight, nice hook. I don't know how sturdy they are. They feel reasonably sturdy. I'm pulling on it. I'm not pulling on it really tight. I don't really want to break it, but it feels decent. It feels like it's pretty well secured in there. All right, not bad. Let me find some smaller thread and we will wind up, where did I set it? We will wind up the number 12 and try that one out as well. Okay, hang on. So I grabbed some size 80 Lizbeth. I think this is color 111. Yes, color number 111. So size 80 versus that. Here was the 20. It's definitely a much thinner thread. And again, I'm just going to set that little tube over here and load this up. Now, I suppose if you weren't really into that thing, you wouldn't have to keep the little tubes. I kind of like having them. I think it's nice that I have the little tubes so that, the little tube pieces, so that you can protect your pick. But is it necessary? Probably not. Probably not. So Okay, there, I just wound a little tiny bit of this size 80 thread on. And I definitely would want to use the number 12 crochet hook versus that number 8. That's what this one is, that number 8 crochet hook for joining, because you know, this would definitely, I mean, it'll work. Don't get me wrong, this will definitely work. But with the finer thread, it's definitely nice to have the option of that finer hook. Let me just go ahead. So I'm not really noticing with the number 8 or the number 12 that this changes my movement in terms of how I tat. It's not really catching, which is nice. I like the size because that is one of the things. I love these dreamlets because I love that you can wind your bobbin and pull your posts apart. I think that's really awesome. And it's nice that they have the hook on them as well, but the size, this is kind of a big shuttle for me. I know it's not big for some people, but for my hand and the way that I tat, this is a big shuttle for me to use. So I do like that the Clover is smaller in terms of usage, just because, again, my preference on the way that I tat. Oh, here, let's see if we can fix boo-boos, because I didn't really need a Picot there yet. Oh, yeah, worked all right. I suppose that's another thing. I wonder if this works like a pick. Well, it won't really work like a pick. I'm used to using my Clovers with my picks, so I tend to pick things out quite a bit. But let's go ahead and just make 2 more. Sure, 2 more little stitches, and then, hang on. I didn't release the twist before I started tatting this, so I have a little extra twist built up, but there we go. Now I'm going to release the twist. Hang on just a moment. Okay, and I'm back. Much better. Okay, let's go ahead and try joining yet again. And I still have pretty similar speed. Hook's not catching on anything, so that's nice. I wonder if I can, well, I can't really hook backwards. I don't hook backwards. So it will take a little getting used to figure out which way my hook needs to be like rotated through. That's one thing. There's a little more rotation that has to happen. It's not a bad thing. It's just something to adjust for as I am tatting. But yeah, size is great. The feel is very similar to all of my other Clovers. The quality is nice, again, like all of my other Clovers. And yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. Good size. I've always really liked that they had sort of that finger grip on the top of the Clover as well. This little dab of oh, what's the word that I want here? This little bit of indentation. I don't know. Somebody help me out in the comments and tell me what this is, but it's nice to get just a touch of friction so that your shuttle doesn't go flying out of your hands. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. Works just fine. And I kept my little tubes. So all in all, do I like them? Yes. Would I use them? Definitely. Am I going to add them to my collection? 100%. Yes, of course I am. Are you kidding me? Again, just that size comparison. There's the aerlit. In terms of the length of, the actual length of the hook is pretty much the same. I think they've all kind of settled on this length of hook as being good. Now, yeah, those are pretty much the same. The Pekalo ones, I have a much finer hook on this one, and it is much shorter, which is kind of nice because sometimes you do have issues with a longer hook on catching it on your thread. But I didn't really notice that with this set of shuttles. Both of them performed very well for me. So I'm very pleased with that. And, you know, let's just go ahead and grab, while we're at it, the adorable little tatting hooks from Clover. Now, of course, you already have a built-in hook, so you wouldn't necessarily need a separate hook if you were using the new Clovers or the aerlits or any of these shuttles that have hooks. But if you were tatting with, you know, any of the many other kinds of shuttles, it might be nice to have a hook. And what I like about these is that they have this nice loop on the end so that you can put them on a lanyard. And I like that they come with the little cap as well, so that if you want, you can cap it so it doesn't get caught on other things. And a lot of times I will take my hooks and I will wear them up on like a needle minder, and because that's a magnet, so they will attach to the magnet. But yes indeed. And they aren't quite as twisty as I was hoping, but that's okay. I do really like, that's a nice big hook. Or a nice big loop on the end, so it's not going to wander off. The hook is still rather lightweight in and of itself, which is also nice. And, you know, what can I say? It's a crochet hook. It's going to work like a crochet hook. So I don't think I would have any issues using it. So that's the number 8, which is, of course, the same size as the hook in our number 8 tatting shuttle. And then here is the number 12. And again, these are just different sized hooks that are meant for different sized threads. So with the number 8 hook and the number 8 shuttle, they recommend a 10 to 50 and then 60 to 100 for this size 12 hook. So that would be this one with the 80. Works. What can I say? It's a crochet hook. It works nicely. So there you go. That's what they look like. Those are your little tatting hooks with their little caps. The number 8 is right there. The number 12 is right here. And that's exactly what you see on the ends of our, that's the 12, there's the 8. On the ends of our tatting shuttles as well. So, nice. Very nice. I'm pleased. I'm very pleased with them. I think they're great. All right. Let me flip this back around. So definite shout out to my friends who said, "Hey, Kelly, did you get any of these in for the shop yet?" And I was like, what? What? I didn't even know they had those. But I immediately sent out a message to my supplier and I was able to get both. So the lighter colored one is your number 12. The darker colored one is your number 8. Just in case you were wondering. And yeah, I gotta say, they tat beautifully because they're Clover. And when it comes to tatting, I mean, Clover knows their tatting shuttles. They do a great job. I love the size of these guys. Now, they don't hold as much, right? They don't hold a ton of thread. You can't get as much thread on them as you can with like the dreamlets or an aerlit or, where did my handy dandy little, pouch here. Let's see, or, you know, even my spaceship from Powell is going to hold a little more thread. I mean, it's not going to hold as much as like a dreamlet would, but still going to hold a little more thread compared to some of my other ones. But like this guy, this big amber shuttle, this is going to hold a ton of thread in comparison to my tiny little, my tiny little Clovers. So you can fit a lot more thread in this top one than you can my little one. But I don't use this one as much. I do like the feel of it. I love this like amber and resin. The gentleman that makes these does a beautiful job. But you know, it's different because it doesn't have the pick, and you know, it's a pretty big shuttle. And then of course these are some more resin shuttles. These are gonna hold a lot more thread. The bobbins, of course, are really nice because you can preload for a project and you can take 10 bobbins with you if that's what you want to do. And you don't have to take the ball of thread. You can just take like 10 loaded bobbins and off you go. So there are some advantages to some of these other shuttles versus what I'm talking about with the Clover with the hooks. But it's new tatting shuttles, and that's what I really care about. I think they're going to be a ton of fun to use. I'm actually going to take these and go work a project with them sometime this weekend. I am still trying to make all of my doubles for the Shuttlebirds workshop so that I have, well, doubles of everything. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. It's just I forgot that I needed 2 sets. So anyway, I'm making them, I promise. I'm making them. Anyway, but now I have all of my fun new shuttles and my old shuttles. I love shuttles. I mean, that's the one thing. So I know the bobbin lacers love collecting all of their bobbins, and that's fabulous. It's fabulous. But I like my shuttles, and I like collecting my shuttles. And I decorated this one. I need to make a few more of these. These are really fun to make. Like super fun to make. I even got some, I got some new stickers too. I am a sticker fiend. So is my child. It's terrible. Get the 2 of us together, there's just stickers everywhere. Anyway, so yeah, I have plans now. I'm going to go work on the website. I'm going to get this up, hopefully today. And like I said, I have both the fabulous little tatting hooks available, both the number 8 and the number 12 with these nice little caps so you don't catch anything. Because sometimes it's just nice to wear it around your neck. And you know, you could make a really beautiful, hang on one moment, a tatted, I think I've got it down here, haha, a tatted lanyard right here to go with it. This is my very old tatted lanyard that has lots of fun things on it. I even have, this was a gift from a student, and this was from Shuttlebirds at one point. And anyway, so I keep all kinds of fun things in here. That was Shuttlebirds 2019. And then this, my friend Carolyn Ringy, who taught me how to wire tat and rewrote the wire tatting booklet so that I have it to teach from at Shuttlebirds and IOLI, made this beautiful little thing, and I have kept it all these years in my name tag with my old Lafayette Lacers name tag because, you know, sometimes it's fun to hold on to those things. So anyway, you could make yourself a cute little tatted lanyard that you could, you know, have a little clip and keep your pretty little hook on as well. But anyway, I digress. I also have a whole bunch of the number 8, excuse me, that one, number 8 and number 12 Clover tatting shuttles up on the website, so make sure that you go check it all out. I think I restocked almost all of the Japanese threads, so I was out of a few colors, but now I'm not. So feel free to go buy me out because I'm already out of some of my shuttles or really low on some of my shuttle packs, and so I need to go make another order. Thank you so much everybody who's ordering all of the tatting supplies. I love that I can bring these in for you, and I love shipping them out the door. So anyway, just throwing that out there, blacksheepfiberemporium.com. And if you like the videos, don't forget to give us a like on each video that you're following along with. Comment, because we like to hear from you. Make sure that you have subscribed so you don't miss a video. And don't forget that you can find us on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and live in person at Shuttlebirds, the Portland Lace Day, Hoosier Hills Fiber Fest, the International Organization of Lace Conference in July, where I'm teaching like at most of these places too. Not the Portland one, but I'm teaching at the others. Where else am I going to be? We're talking about putting together a fun retreat in September in Baraboo, Wisconsin at my friend's new crafting retreat. And we are also looking at either the Oklahoma Lace Day or possibly going up to the Northwest Fiber Festival in Port Angeles, Washington at the beginning of October. Where else are we going to be? Oregon Flock and Fiber Festival. And, oh, and I'm teaching at Fiber U in Lebanon, Missouri in July. And where else are we going to be? Oh, I can't forget Ozark and Ozark Fiber Fling in Steelville, Missouri in November. So we have all kinds of fun things planned, and I really hope that you'll join us, even if it's just virtually through our videos, so you can check out what we're doing. So anyway, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you for listening as long as you did. Bye.